Hello everybody, and a very warm welcome to the latest episode of Hidden Jewels of Soul and Disco. I'm Nadine, and if you like the channel, please consider hitting that like and subscribe button. It's very much appreciated. Once one of those albums, which become milestones, masterpieces, are released, the artwork is becoming part of modern pop culture. And you just see a tiny little bit of that cover art and you immediately know what album is meant. Here are some examples. The Sex Pistols, Funkadelic's 1971 album, The Beatles, Elvis' first album, of course Dark Side of the Moon from Pink Floyd, and Bitches Brew. This is just a few examples of this art. Unfortunately, one album which has, in my opinion, a very unique cover style, especially for the day and time when it was released in 1966, gets very often overlooked. And this week, we'll be featuring The Toys. The Toys were founded in 1961 and included the members June Montiero, Barbara Harris, who sang lead on almost every recording, and Barbara Parritt. Unfortunately, the band parted ways in 1968. In 1965, they had a tremendous hit, one of the biggest hits of 1965, A Lover's Concerto. This release sold almost 2 million copies in 1965 alone. A follow-up single, Attack, was almost as successful as the first one. And of course, the debut album, and unfortunately only album release, A Lover's Concerto, was released. Just to fall in love. And here it is, the original 1966 mono pressing of A Lover's Concerto and Attack. This is a wonderful, wonderful cover art. The group was so successful that in the 60s, mid to the late 60s, they appeared on every imaginable music show of the 60s. What you also have to consider is when you're watching these clips in retrospective is they just came out of high school and their acts are not as polished as the one from the Supremes or other female vocal groups of that time. But what I can say from watching these clips, they could sing because some of that was sung live. So I can only recommend that you check out the clips. Unfortunately, what I don't understand is that this group is mostly overlooked when it comes to presenting 60s vocal groups because they had quite an impact and they had quite a talent. Unfortunately, the group disbanded in 1968. They had some label changes. The last song they recorded was Sealed with a Kiss, and unfortunately the success was not as big as they hoped for, and so Barbara Harris decided to raise a family. June and Barbara Parritt went their separate ways and sang in other groups. For a brief moment in 2006, and I wish I would have seen that, the group had a mini reunion for some time and sang again. Unfortunately, that also weren't meant to last, so yeah, but maybe they will be doing a little tour or something. Just let me know, I'll be there. I would love to see them live. So Anyway, let's see the record. This is the front of the record. It was considered a VG. I think it was considered VG. Well, yeah. Okay, it's yeah. It has some writing on the back. Otherwise, it's absolutely okay. I paid 15 euro for this record. It was sold like a million of times. It was so successful in Germany, in the Netherlands, in Japan, all over Europe. So that means, as vinyl collectors, a good thing, that there are many copies out there and the pricing is not skyrocketing. So you still can get a decent copy, whatever you consider a decent copy, between 20 to 40 euros. There are still some in-shrink versions. I have seen them for around that pricing, so it's not a holy grail or anything, but it's a very, very good record and you should absolutely listen to it. They were so successful that they also had a cameo appearance in a movie which is called It's a Bikini World, where also the animals were appearing, so you can bet once I'm done with this video, I'm trying to find that movie and have a look at it. So I also want to show you the label. This is side. I'll show you side A. There's also some writing on the label. I don't know if you can see that, but otherwise, after I clean that record, after I clean that record, it sounds very good for a record of that age. I'm very happy with the price I paid and what I got for it. So I absolutely recommend to you that you have a listen to this album and that you check it out. And if you find a copy in a record store, maybe this one is for you. So that's it with this week's episode. I hope you enjoyed it. All the best to you guys. Stay safe, stay healthy, listen to good music, and I see you next time.